high school.
Right.
I came and went, you know.
Right.
75% of the time, I just wanted to have fun. The other 25% of me says you might want to take your medication so you can. Yeah, yeah.
Girls
Red just want to have fun. Yeah. Red just. Yeah.
But yo, so what kind of stuff did you do in that trade? What was that like?
I was alright. Well, you know, you made.
Now explain to them what you did.
It's basically you do everything. You make car parts and anything with metal that's got to do with.
We're not talking about when you were in prison. We're talking about school.
No, that's license plates.
Yeah, okay.
You're thinking license plates.
All right, go ahead.
And keychains.
Speaking of go ahead.
I love Corrigan keychains.
So what else did you do?
I heart Corrigan keychains.
What was your trade? What was it?
Manufacturing technology, machine tool. Basically, you're making machined parts. Everything from screws to car parts.
Okay.
Motorcycle parts. I mean.
Everything, right?
Everything.
Airplanes.
Yeah.
Anything that needs screws,
anything metal that you see.
Did you make the screws, or did you make the holes?
Made the screws. We made the holes.
Okay,
you tap and die work, drilling, milling.
What kind of job would that got you? Would that got you a good job?
Oh God, yeah. I was at AB for a couple of years with it. Yeah.
So during high school, you know what? I'm a little bit old. How old are you? 45?
48.
48. I'm not that much older than you.
I'll be 48 this February. You're February also.
I'll be 25 in February.
Yeah, 25, 1925.
I said 1925. So you're going to high school, you're getting in trouble. How the fuck did you end up at my house? That's what I want to know.
I don't remember how that happened.
Was you walking by? What were you doing in Occam?
I don't remember. Occam? We're not going to go there. But
no, we're going to go there.
No, we're not going to go there.
Well, how did you end up at Occam? You had a baby mom there?
Jeremy Ice.
Jeremy Ice. Jeremy Ice.
Hanging out with Jeremy and Chuck.
Yo. Oh.
I am his baby's mom.
That's how you look at me. Alright, so you get in trouble. Did you what kind of trouble did you cause in school?
In school? Everything. Yeah. In high school? Oh Lord.
You didn't get along with nobody? You just
I got along.
To yourself?
I got along. I had my crew and everything, you know.
Did Jeremy go to high school with you?
No. He was just somebody I met when we was younger. Taffill, yeah, one of the TB boys.
Yeah. Taffill, the Hill.
The TV boys.
Well, the Hill now, when I lived there, I gave it to that name. Anyway.
The Hill.
So you go into high school, you get in trouble, and then you make it to my house somehow from Jeremy. I don't even remember hanging out with him.
Starting with there, and then I
know they knew me.
Then you moved to Taffill, and I forgot how the hell I hooked up with you in Taffill.
Anyways, you used to hang out at my house in Occam.
Even those times, I don't remember much.
Damn, bro. Was it the drugs?
Could have been. That's probably what it was.
Did you do a lot of drugs?
Nah, not a lot. Smoked weed like everybody else did. Popped a few drops of Mickey Mouses once in a while, like everybody.
Acid?
Some acid, yeah.
How'd that make you feel?
I don't know.
What is an acid trip like?
It depends if you get a good trip or a bad trip, honestly, and it depends. Nowadays, the shit is so much different than it was when we were younger, from what I understand. I haven't done none of this stuff in a long ass time, like fucking 30, 40, 30 years. Is it true that
you could get a bad trip and not come back from that shit?
That I don't know. I didn't experiment with the stuff enough to know.
I think, there's a kid that I know, he used to do a lot of acid. Puerto Rican dude. He walks around here a lot. I don't know if it's that or the angel dust. He got a bad dust trip.
Oof.
And he didn't come back, because he's way different than I used to know him.
No, we got to try to ask him, try to get a hold of us, see if I can't find him somewhere. Remember Doug? Doug. Lived in the trailers next to Waquanic School. Always had that little kid that was always tripping, had that case full of joints all the time and acid. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. He would know. He's the one to ask, but yeah.
So, now, are you getting in trouble on the streets as well? Like,
yeah, fighting.
You're young, 15, getting into fights, causing problems.
It got to the point where if someplace got shot up or whatever, the first person they automatically assumed it was me. I get banned from Mohegan Park because somebody shot the place up with a Uzi. Said Red did it. They came for me. I had never had an Uzi in my hand before, let alone shot Mohegan Park apartments up. All kinds of stupid stuff like that. I mean, I got that I ended up getting that reputation. If something went bad, it was probably my fault.
What made you think you got that kind of reputation? Like, what kind of things did you do?
I was always out there fighting, slanging, hustling. I mean, I dealt with some guns here and there, but nothing major to where, that I'd have an Uzi. But yeah, it was to the point where that I had that reputation that if something went wrong, they automatically came knocking on my door.
Now, you're still living at home at these times?
Yeah.
Or sleeping on people's couches?
Yeah, I was living at home, banging off the couches and whatnot here and there.
What are your parents thinking about this? That you got all this reputation. Did they know that you was doing all this?
Yeah, and it drove my mother nuts. My father ignored it.
Like always? Yeah. Like you've been doing your whole life?
Pretty much. And my mother's the one that took care of everything. Bailed my ass out of jail, bailed my ass out of school with problems, bailed my ass out with the police, everything. Mom was always there.
I remember one time at NFA, a teacher put his hands on me. I didn't think my pops was going to do anything, right? So I called him. I was like, I thought he'd just say, oh, well. You know what I'm saying? And fucking, I called my pops up. I told him, he's like, all right, I'm going to come to the school real quick. I was like, what? You're coming here? He's like, yeah, give me like 10, 15 minutes. We live down the road.
Right.
So next thing you know, you hear somebody squealing tires around corners and shit. My pop pulled in. I was like, yo, good boss. He's like, yo, where do we gotta go? Yo, where's the teacher that put his hands on you? I was like, yo, boss, it's okay. I mean, it's good. I didn't do nothing. I'll leave. Like, I thought he was mad at me. You
thought you were getting your ass kicked.
I thought I was gonna get fucked up. So I brought him in there. I was like, yo, this is a guy right here. He pushed me and stuff. He's like, Mr. Allied, he's like, I don't give a fuck who you think you are. Don't you ever put your fucking... Matter of fact, Adam, get out the room real quick.
Oh, Jesus.
I was like, okay. And shut the door behind you. I was like, all right, you can't... My dad, he's always loud.
Yeah.
I'm loud. He's French and fucking Irish or Indian.
Yeah.
And fucking, my dad got them big-ass hands. He's slamming his hands on the fucking desk, talking shit to the teachers. And they were going to kick me out of school, but I was just about to graduate, bro.
Right.
So if it wasn't for my pops, I wouldn't have graduated. My pops got it to where, he can bring his schoolwork home, finish his work, and he can graduate with his class. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which was cool. Because by then, I was already kicked out of NFA. I was going to the NFA program at night.
All right,
yeah. At night school. So my pops saved my ass, you know what I'm saying? Which I'm grateful, because otherwise I would have got a GED and stuff. I probably wouldn't have given a fuck. But I'm thankful for that. God rest my pops. Love you. Miss you. But that's one time he stuck up for me, you know what I'm saying? Is that something, moral of the story is, do you wish your pops stuck up for you more?
He did when he had to. When he knew I was in the right, without having any question about it, then yeah, he did. But if there was any questioning whatsoever, he just brushed it off.
Even a sliver.
A sliver, just
because
a little
the moms, you could kill somebody in front of them and they wouldn't
Mom
care.
Like, no, he didn't do it.
He was with me over there.
Yep.
But do you wish your father gave more of a fuck?
I don't know, doesn't.
Come on, it's gotta bother you.
No, it doesn't really.
Be deep down
Listen, it was
inside.
something you're gonna have to put me under hypnosis to pull that shit out, because I couldn't tell you.
Well, stand still. Follow my finger.
Yeah, you were getting sleepy. But
you really don't care that your father didn't give a fuck as much as you probably hoped he did and gave you the love. Did he ever tell you he loved you? I can't remember.
Oh yeah, I'm sure dads did, but.
Did he ever hug you? Say, Jay, I'm sorry for being the asshole that I am.
Oh, God, not that I remember.
Is your pop still alive?
Yeah.
Do you get along now?
I don't talk to him, no. Once every year, once every 2 years.
Is this talk about?
No.
All right,
it doesn't bother me.
Because you just cut off all the, Like you don't want to talk about it.
No, it doesn't bother me none at all. It's nothing that actually emotionally or whatever affected me. I don't think it did or does.
Would it affect you if something happened to your mom?
Topics of discussion all depending on the mood of the person in the interview. As long as you keep it true, don't be lying for some views, cause we might just know you in real life and beyond. Lights, camera, it's on. News, life and beyond. Real life, real people, real discussions. Different people saying something. Everybody got a story to tell, so tell Steve, J, and Adam A, you tell. News, life and beyond. Real life, real people, real discussions. Different people saying something.